Hello everybody, welcome to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel and I'm watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Last time on My Hero Academia Vigilantes, things were getting good. We had the concert coming together, the live event where Pop Step was singing at, but the power has gone out due to Hachisuka and the Eel Boy. As you can see here, the power is out. I just realized what we were looking at. Eel Boy now has electricity powers, so some heroes are going to deal with that. But Knuckle Duster has been on to Hachisuka the whole time because she has something to do with his daughter's disappearance. Whatever that means, we need to find out. So on this episode, we're going to get a fight between Knuckle Duster and her, it seems, even though we already started that. And Knuckle Duster is not messing around, and neither am I. So you better subscribe if you want to watch more Vigilantes reactions. This episode is the penultimate episode. Next time, we have the finale. So, if you don't want to miss it, then you really should subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. With all that being said, let's get into this episode. Goodbye to Dad. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. Okay, we got him. No! We've been working so hard. That's what we're saying. I like the really intense music. We're gonna have to end this show. Oh, thanks. Shh. Okay. Smart. Where is Koichi? Oh boy. Nice. Nice landing. The mic. Yeah, have confidence. Alright. Yeah, for everyone else, you have to... So everyone else can have a good time. Yeah. I love that. Oh, and the parallel with the legs. Yeah, you better run. Oh. You can tell they're saving some good animation for this episode. The whole family will be here soon, okay? Got her fan club. Okay. I meant like emotionally go to the bathroom. Well, it's true. They don't, right? It's a laser. Oh yeah, we got... So there's music built into it. Cool. Hold on. Hold on. We're cooking here. We're cooking. The song is... No, that's the audio. Yeah, well, this song's pretty good. Also, her singing's not that bad here. Yeah, she's singing right now. Uh-oh. Extracting? the trigger. We'll see. Yeah, inject herself with the trigger. We haven't seen that happen. Oh god. It's happening to her. Okay, so I was right last time. Hold on, before we continue. If you didn't see in my discussion, I predicted that the bees were like something that was like given to her by All For One. And it has been affecting her personality, which is why she didn't really recognize the name Tamao, because the bees are in control. Seems I was kind of correct about that. Oh, teenagers, but also they seem strict. Oh. Maybe it wasn't All For One then. Maybe it's just been something that it's been passed around for a bit. Oh boy. Ooh. Electricity from the eel. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Got a B for that? Who's that back there? Oh, it's Giran is his name, right? Yeah, how's he gonna live this one? Okay, they're keeping secrets from us. Fine then. Keep your secrets. Alright, so he's still got stuff up his sleeve. Yay! Yay, remix! Right, the dance troupe. Alright. the remix. And look at her go! This is very cute. I'm glad this gets to continue to happen. It didn't have to cancel. I hope we get there's a happy ending all around. Yay! Nice remix. Meanwhile, you... That's right. I don't think you'll have the chance. I'm not dead yet. You're gonna hurt your arm. Your other arm doing that. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, man. Oh. That is cool as shit. Ugh. Yeah, you better finish it quickly. Yeah, you've realized your mistakes. And you're changing. Ooh. Off of her feet. Oh man! Impact frames out the wazoo. They look crazy. And now she's stunned.
今のスタンガンで心臓が痙攣し、その体は死ぬぞ。そうだ。心臓に再びショックを与え再起動する。俺もそうした。
So that is what he did. He like defibrillated himself. The bees leave.
統制を失った群れは死にゆく巣から本能的に脱出しようとする。後に残るのは群れを失った女王。
Ew! Kill it! No. Shit. And now, gotta save her. Yep.
装備を持ち帰る手間を省きたい。心臓を動かしたり止めたりするんだ。そうか、わかった。なんてやっぱり薬を減らした方がいいぞ。
Yeah, he needed those for just this one night.
帰るぞ。帰るぞ、玉尾。母さんが待ってる。
Well, I've given Knuckle Duster a bit of a hard time for using those kids, but I have to admit, the fact that he was so close to getting his daughter back, I have to just let him finish listening to the concert. But I understand Knuckle Duster's actions. Juggling the dancers. That was surprisingly good. I thought it would be shit. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. It's Scouchy.
注射器の類を所持していたりは。いいえ。あ、しかし注射といえば。蜂？事件に直接関係するかわかりませんが。虫に刺されたという証言が複数出ていますし。
Yeah. And this guy who we haven't seen in a long time with the. What the fuck? That line. All right, everyone. That was a pretty crazy episode. Definitely the climax of this first part of the story. Now, unlike with the next season of My Hero Academia that's coming out later this year, everyone's gonna want to stick around for my reactions to that. I don't know how long this manga is. Like, we know the next season of My Hero Academia is the final season. But Vigilantes, I don't know how many more seasons they can make out of it. If they're going to continue, if hopefully they continue adapting it, I don't know how much more they could realistically expect to do. Based on, like, how much of the story I feel like is complete, I would expect maybe 3 seasons? Maybe more? I don't know. It depends. But it feels like this was the climax of, like, the first arc. If you want to call it that. The way this series does these things is it's more episodic. But the past couple of episodes have been, like, everything that we've been building up to kind of drawing to a close. Especially with this confrontation between Hachisuka and Knuckle Duster. Or I guess we should say Tamao and Oguro. Although we still have one more emotional beat to get done with, and that's we have to revive Tamao and get her to see her mother, whose condition has changed. For the better or the worse, we don't know. I hope it's for the better, but it could be that she's now dying, and we gotta get her to see her daughter one last time. Or it could be chill. It could be she's coming back to it a little bit more. Basically, I was kind of right. The bees were kind of had a mind of their own. They were controlling the user, which brings into question what they are. I assume Hachisuka's eye is just gone. Seems like you lose your eye with that. But that quirk is just really gross and interesting to think about, because what is its origin? What's the origin point of it? This girl that came up to Tamao after she left home probably wasn't the origin point. So who was? Or what was? We know that some animals were able to gain quirks. Principal Nezu is a rat that just gained super intelligence, or from what I remember. So I'm wondering, like, was there just like a natural kind of like evolution, and that's where the bees came from? Or was it someone's quirk and it just got out of control? Like, the fact that the bees are able to meld with the minds of these people enough to, like, have this amount of consciousness and, like, take over. Like, what's the goal and where do they come from? This guy that we saw at the end, he captured one of the bees. Is he the mastermind? We saw him at the beginning distributing trigger, didn't we? Is he the origin point of the bee? I mean, he used what looked like a quirk. Straight up went full flash there. But I wonder, because he has the scar, right? That, like, emits light, almost. I don't know if that's just a show technique, if that's just, like, to draw attention to it, or it actually emits light. But I'm wondering what he has to do with all this, and why he said that line about all becomes one, because that makes you think of one for all and all for one. I wonder how he's related to that plot line. There's a part of me that's almost like the scar, if it's like related to Nomu development, the early days of Nomu development or something. Like, if he could possibly have multiple quirks. Who is this guy? Are we gonna really find out? The weird thing is he's, like, in the art for this season of the show, but he, like, this is only his second appearance. Otherwise, the big thing with this episode was the concert. Surprisingly went off without a hitch, but we also got to see Pop Step shine on her own. Fortunately, because she had to take a step back from being center, but she, in the end, got to steal the spotlight for herself a little bit. And given how hard she works, she absolutely deserves it. And I mean, it really shows what kind of person she is, how thoughtful she is. Like, her actions during her live portion, and being all like, well, I have to do this so that everyone else can have their time to shine as well. But that concert section was also very cute, where they got to sing the remix of the song. Yeah, for, like, being pretty short musical sections, those were some pretty... I like those songs. Especially the one that Pop Step sung. I wonder, it's like, there's a bunch of lines in the script about, like, she's not that great of a singer, but I think that the voice actress did a pretty great job. I mean, it's not, like, the best singing I've ever heard, but, I don't know what they're talking about. Pop Step. We stan. This is no laughing matter. This is serious. I really like Pop Step, and I like how Koichi came through for her as well. You know, to give Captain Celebrity credit, he also came through. It's like I said about him. He's not like 100% an asshole. He's just extremely arrogant and a womanizer. But he is a hero. He does save people, and he saves music events. Add that to the resume. But yeah, I just like how Pop Step, you know, managed to control the crowd so well. It makes sense that she's good at it, because her, like, role in this show has been to telling people where to go to get safe from villains that Koichi and Knuckle Duster have been fighting. And speaking of Knuckle Duster, yeah, let's talk about him a little bit more before I end this discussion. I was a little hard on him a couple episodes ago when I was like, he's just using these kids. Man, I thought better of him. But now knowing that, like, it's not just because he's been trying to get this revenge, it's he's been trying to save his daughter, that puts things into a whole new perspective. Like, the lengths that a parent will go to in order to save their child, I fully understand and respect it. So, like, that being his motivation makes everything make a lot more sense. I hope that he is able to tell Pop Step and Koichi about this, because, like, after this, what kind of motivation does he really have? I mean, I guess he didn't get to the bottom of Trigger. There's still that. he probably would like to do that and find out wherever these bees actually came from. But let's just say whoever is responsible is gonna regret making Knuckle Duster an enemy. But I hope that Knuckle Duster, Tamao, and his family, the Oguro family, just has a happy ending in regards to all this stuff. I mean, he acknowledged his failure as a dad as well to himself. He needs to say that to his daughter. He's just like, it's a struggle to be like, you want your child to express themselves, you want your child to be themselves, but you also don't want your child to, like, you know, fall through the cracks of society and not be able to progress in life. I have to imagine that there were, like, exams that she had to be studying for, but she was all like, I'm gonna play music. It goes back to, like, the stuff that I was saying early on in this show. The social pressures of just, like, everyday life are a big part of what motivates these characters. At least Koichi and Popstep, it's a big part of their motivations, but also, like, the, you know, Knuckle Duster's a victim of what the society, like, tells him what he should want for his child, and it caused his relationship with her to fall apart, because, like, being a parent's not easy. I don't speak from experience, but I have them, and I have to imagine it's not easy. So yeah, I actually am reversing my opinion of Knuckle Duster. His luring of Hachisuka didn't ruin the concert. It actually gave Popstep a reason to step up. So you're lucky it worked out in the end. I don't have to be mad at you about that. Yeah, I imagine especially because one of the bees has been caught. We're not done with that yet. And there's still more trigger to find. But yeah, that fight had some great animation. Those are some of the craziest, like, uses of impact frames during that last electric punch. But he really was, like, Knuckle Duster does not mess around. He took painkillers. We got to see him talk to Giran also, which was a fun callback character. But he got painkillers from him to take so he could handle some hits, as well as, you know, revive himself just in case. Like, geez, it just goes crazy hard. And he put his daughter's life fully at risk. He knows that he can revive her, but, like, he really did almost also lose her. Like, the amount of conviction that you have to be like, the only way to save my daughter is to almost kill her and then follow through. Like, you gotta respect it. And I think that's how I feel about Knuckle Duster now. I respect him a lot more. There is still the moral, like, issue of, like, he was kind of using these kids. And while I understand it, I hope he just needs to be honest about it. Because whether he likes it or not, these kids, like, look up to him, and he's an important figure in their lives, and they're friends. You know, we'll see. But I like all the lines is like, you know, I'm the best dad ever. And I'm like, I can't say that. I'm sorry. We all know the best dad is All Might. Best dad to Deku, at least. Better than Deku's real dad, who we never see. I am thinking about, like, other dads in My Hero Academia. And then there's Endeavor. Knuckle Duster, as long as you're not Endeavor, you will be closer to best dad in My Hero Academia than that. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm excited to see next episode because I don't really know where the story's going to go. I imagine it's going to be more falling action. I'm glad we got a nice fight, emotional climax, good stuff in this one. If you enjoyed my reaction to this episode, you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single My Hero Academia Reaction Vigilantes episode going forward. And by that I mean one. But I'm also going to be reacting to the final season when that comes out. And I reacted to the past two if you want to go back and watch those. And feel free to leave a comment on this episode. Let me know what you thought about it. And with all that being said, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Until next time, Take it easy, everyone.